Hey guys, so basically I want to go on here and do another little review on another tattoo machine that I've had the opportunity to use for a little bit now. That is the Flux. So now I'm not going to go into all the details and the specs on these machines like a lot of people do. I don't feel that necessary, honestly. There's enough other videos that you could go on that you could look through and you can get a very, very detailed description of what this machine is and all the different options and the different functions that it provides. I'm just going to give you a point blank, no bullshit review of how I feel about the machine from my day-to-day use of it so far. So let's just kind of get to it. First off, the machine, when I first got it, now I don't remember how long it's been since I've had this one. I've used it for, I don't even know, man. I've been using it like day in and day out for months now, for every bit of 8, 9, 10 months, whatever it's been. I mean, I've put this thing through the ringer. I've used pretty much every type of configuration of needles that you can think of to use it for coloring and lining and black and gray and like whatever you can think of, I've used it for at this point. I mean, I tattoo 5-6 days a week, pretty much every single week throughout the year. I mean, I do quite a bit of tattoos. I'm very blessed to say that. But my point being is I've used this machine a lot. And I mean a hell of a lot. Like, I've used it a lot. And I can say that I absolutely love this machine. Now, with this one, this is the older battery, I believe it is. I believe they have a newer battery I'm actually considering purchasing for this motor because I have zero problems with this still to this day. I haven't done anything to it. It's just I pulled it out the box, started using it, and it's been like that ever since. I know some people have an issue with the battery. I've read other people having issues to where they're having problems recharging the battery, whether it be from charging it too many charging cycles or whatever, or just having bad luck. I don't know. I've been fortunate. I have not had that issue. This one's particularly is the 4-point-millimeter. That's what I like to run with for most things. I will say, like, this one in comparison to some other machines, like this is the Cheyenne Sol Nova, right? For example, in comparison, I feel like this machine runs a lot more of I don't know if I would even say stronger. I just feel like it's stronger. Like, I feel like it's more like punchy, even though the other machine is a 4-millimeter stroke as well. And it runs phenomenal too. And it can do everything that this machine can do as well. Now, I will say, I really do like the ergonomic feel of it. Like, it just feels like it's nice, sits in my hand nicely. The way that they went about designing it. The click grip, I really like how it's got that like nice, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that click, I really like that a lot. This one also, I have to say, it has some other functions that I do like. I do like this one, how it has the ability, if you press, I don't even remember how to do it to be honest with you, but if you like press the power button and then press like the down voltage button or something like that, it puts it into a safety mode that prevents it from being turned on accidentally while you're traveling, which I think is super cool. I have never used it. I've never really traveled with it, but if I did, I would really like to use that function just because I don't want to worry about it accidentally bumping the power button and burning out the battery whenever I'm going, you know, to wherever it is I'm going. I think that's a super cool function. I wish there was something kind of like that with a lot of other machines just for safety practice. But honestly though, is it necessary? Not really, especially like the Cheyenne. A lot of them come with like dope ass little boxes that are super cool, man, that you can put them in to keep them safe. This is the original box that this one came in. I'll go into that in just a second. In fact, I'll go ahead and go into that now. I like this box. I don't know why, it's just a nice box. I'm a sucker for packaging, so I kept it, man. You know, a lot of these I will like that. First off, I like how it's like magnetized for the closing of it. So I figured if I ever did travel again, you know, I'll keep it for that reason. Now it comes with that little piece of paper that I don't feel like picking up right this second. So basically it just comes with like the little slot where the machine sets in. This is where the power bolt's set in, and it's got the information related to it, and of course a QR code where you can scan it so you can get the user manual and go into it, you know, and all the details and depths of that. I think the box is super nice. Like, again, like I said, I'm a sucker for packaging, so I'm not going to go in crazy detail about this. All in all, it's just really nice, and it feels nice. It's kind of weird how these boxes are textured nowadays. I think that's super cool. Now, back to the machine itself. The machine has another function. Well, first off, the charging. It's a Type-C charger. I really like the fact that it charges really, really fast. This one battery, unlike the Cheyenne, the battery, it'll last like a few hours and then it dies, right? no big deal. There's another battery, just pop that bad boy and keep going. But this one though, I mean, literally, so for example, a whole day session with me personally is 6 hours of actual tattoo time. So this thing can run that 6 hours, no problem, and longer. I mean, there'd be times where I'll go 2 or 3 days and I'll forget to plug this thing in and it's still running. So I've never had an issue with battery life with this, absolutely at all. Doesn't matter. And I use a range of anywhere from like 3 round liners all the way up to 27 magnums, and I use them almost every day. Like, I mean, very, very, very frequently. And I've not had an issue with battery life absolutely at all with this thing. I really like the fact that the Type-C does also, one thing, it charges really fast, but also I like the fact that you can plug that Type-C in and keep tattooing if you needed to in a pinch. I think it's nice to have other backups for that. But I have had moments where I've like, listen, I'm almost done, so I just plug it in real quick and go. Or I've had that moments where I just really want to use this machine for whatever the reason is, and I'll plug it in, give it like 10 minutes, I'm good for like an hour or whatever. I mean, it charges so fast. Now, one thing I don't really like is it has the app. So they have the app that you can download. It's called Dark Labs, if I'm not mistaken. That app, now this could be pure user error. Currently, I have a iPhone 13 Pro Max, and even with my iPhone, what was it? I don't know if I had the 11 before I updated, or no, I might have had this one the whole time since it came out. I don't even remember. Anyways, it's always on the newest version of whatever the platform iOS is current. And, you know, I let it update while I'm asleep or whatever, like a lot of people do. Again, it might be user error, but I've never been able to get that freaking Dark Lab app to work correctly. Like, it'll link up to it and then it'll connect via Bluetooth, but past that, I can't get any other function out of it. And like I said, now some of y'all might have a better experience with that than me, but for me, it's just pain in the ass, and it's just too gimmicky for me. I don't know, it doesn't really work for me. It'd be cool because it's supposed to have the e-give setting. I think it's like a 1 through 5 setting or something that you can play with. And there's some other cool things, I guess, if you wanted to tinker with it. I personally don't. I like just to be able to hit the button and do what I want it to do, but you know, there's some other functions you can go play with if y'all want to look into doing that. The e-give, now the reason I say I might buy that new voltage that new battery, for one, so I have a spare battery for it, but also two, so that way on the fly, I can, whenever I feel like doing it, I can adjust the give setting, much like I can where I can turn on with the Cheyenne Soul Nova. With that one, I can turn on its version of its electronic give setting. Whereas this one, its version, is adjustable from a setting, I believe it's like 1 through 5. Yet again, I don't remember, haven't ever used it. I've only used it on full blast mode, right? So like I said, man, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. It's a powerhouse, it gets the job done. You can't go wrong with it. Especially that newer battery is probably a lot better, even though I've had 0 issues with this one personally. I say that, and tomorrow it's probably going to cause an issue. So, and I've put it through the paces many hours. I have no clue at this point how many. Couldn't tell you if I tried. So if you're thinking about buying it, don't even think about it. Just go get it. It's definitely another one to add to the rotation. I highly suggest it. If y'all have any other questions about the machine or any other questions tattoo related or anything business-wise or whatever, don't hesitate. Leave a comment, and I'll see what I can do to help you out, man. As always, God bless.